Welcome to this 10-minute standing mindful movement practice. Beginning by standing with your feet about hip width distance. The knees are soft and the hips are stacked over the knees. The shoulders are stacked over the hips. The crown of the head is gently reaching for the ceiling, and the arms can be at the sides. And bringing attention into the body, becoming aware of how the body feels, and anything that may be showing up in the body. Maybe noticing the points of contact between your feet and the floor, or other sensations in the body, if there's tension or tightness or fatigue. Whatever it is, bringing attention to it. And now, bringing attention to the feet. We'll begin by lifting the heels and placing them back down. And then lifting up the toes, spreading the toes, and then replacing them back down. And alternating between lifting the heels and lifting the toes. Becoming aware of sensations as we move through this practice. Perhaps noticing the muscles, ligaments, and tendons working together to produce movement. Sensations of pressure, tension, pulsing, whatever it is, bringing attention to it. And if you notice your attention moving away from the body into thinking, as best you can, dropping back into the body to notice sensations. And now coming to pause and observing sensations here in this pause. Maybe the feet feel more grounded, or there's tingling or pressure in the feet or elsewhere. And now bringing attention to the hips. And you may place your hands on your hips. This is comfortable for you. If not, you could leave them at your sides. And now opening the legs a little wider. And with softness in the knees, gently rolling the hips in a circular motion. And becoming aware of any sensations here. Perhaps noticing the hip joints, the movement of the thigh bone in its socket. Areas of tightness or ease. And then moving in the opposite direction. Becoming aware of any sensations. And of course, we're always working within the limits of our own body. So if you need to modify or stop because something is causing discomfort, please do that. And then coming to pause and noticing sensations here. Maybe there's some after effects of the movement we just did. An increase in the heart rate or breath rate. Tingling or pulsing. And now bringing attention to the shoulders. And shrugging the shoulders right up towards the ears. And holding here, observing sensations. Perhaps they're building in intensity in the upper back or sides of the neck. And then releasing the shoulders down. And again, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. And observing whatever sensations are arising. And then releasing the shoulders down. And now shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. And then rolling the shoulders back and around in a slow circle. Observing any sensations. Noticing the shoulder joints. Any sensations that may be showing up. If there's tightness, restriction, or maybe there's a sense of ease as you move through this movement. And coming to pause and noticing sensations here. There's tingling or an increase in the heart rate or the breath rate, or maybe some slight changes in body temperature. And then shrugging the shoulders towards the ears and moving the shoulders in a circle in the opposite direction from where you did the last time. And feeling free to get as much or as little of the arms involved in this movement. Observing sensations here. Perhaps noticing the shoulder blades fanning apart from one another and then coming back together as you rotate the shoulders forward and back. Maybe there's some heat starting to build in the shoulder joints. And now coming to pause and noticing any sensations here. And now bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. This can be an area that is tense for some people. If this is the case, being mindful not to push or strive past the limits of your own body, just bring it to the edge of where you're feeling some tension. And you may experiment with expanding into the tension on an in-breath and on an out-breath releasing. And now bringing the head back up to center and pausing here for a moment. Perhaps there's a noticeable difference between one side and the other. And now bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then again, becoming aware of where the edge of that tension is and not pushing past that edge. And if you wish to, again, experiment with breathing into the tension. And then releasing on an exhale. And bring the head back up to neutral. And noticing sensations here. Perhaps there's greater ease. And now, bringing attention to the arms. And if it's available to you, raising the arms above the head with palms facing one another. If this isn't available to you, you could modify with cactus arms, or you could simply sit this one out and imagine the movement as well. Arms with palms facing one another and observing sensations here. Perhaps there's movement of blood from the fingertips down the arms, tingling or pulsing, an increase or decrease in heart rate or breath rate. And now slowly extending the arms back down. Noticing this entire movement as we bring our arms to our sides. And pausing here to notice sensations. Perhaps there's after effects of the movement we just did. And again, extending the arms above the head if this is available to you, and leaning slightly to the right. And becoming aware of sensations here. And coming back to center, and then leaning slightly to the left, and becoming aware of sensations here. Coming back to center, and slowly releasing the arms back down to the sides, observing the entirety of this movement. And coming back now to our original standing posture, with the feet planted on the floor, about hip width distance. The knees are soft, the crown of the head gently reaching for the ceiling. And becoming aware of how the body feels now. Perhaps there's a change from where we started, or perhaps not. Thank you for joining me for this 10-minute mindful movement practice. Enjoy your day.